So we've seen like a lot of things about AI at many places, at all the vendors is talking about AI. But Salesforce, AI is not new, right, to Salesforce. We have been introducing predictive AI capabilities to our customers since 2014. And we also have embarked on the journey of large language model with generative AI, having code generative LLM model for our customers to build up capabilities in Salesforce much faster, improving all the developers' productivity. But we also continuing on how AI can help our customers. 2 trillion, that's a lot of numbers. AI results per week is currently being leveraged by our customers. And now we are in the third wave of AI, and it is about agents. How is it different? Agents is all about automation, how it can help us as humans to work better, faster, improving everyone's productivity. Look at Waymo, for example, a driverless taxi that's roaming around San Francisco today, no driver at all. Or Wiley, for example, where they have already, adopt Agent Force. They outperform their old chatbot by 40%. That is amazing. And we are just excited as you are all about the third wave, but also we're going to continue on how we can moving forward with the wave 4 and wave 5, right? But the challenge is what is, we are facing today is that everybody, the workforces are overwhelmed. A lot of us are, burnt out about a lot of tasks needs to be done, a lot of job to be done, right? We have a fixed capacity. While on the other side of the cliff, customer expect more. They don't want to wait in line to be served. They don't want to, be handed over from people to people, but they want to get service as fast as possible. What if everybody, our workforce, us, had no limits? This is why Salesforce introduced Agent Force. Agent Force meaning us humans with agents can drive customer success, become more productive, provide better value for our companies, our communities together on Salesforce platform. Agent Force is trusted. This is the highlighted, underlying thing about Agent Force, that it is trusted, that we already incorporated capabilities for you to secure your data, be able to interact with large language model with the trust in mind, right? It is also scalable. A lot of large language model initiative out there has a challenge in scalability, and then easy to customize to fit your use cases. Always have customer 360 in mind so that you have a complete information to be able to come up with accurate response, right? And all of this is being tracked, audited with unified metadata platform and adopt open ecosystem. It's already available with our customers. Few of them already went on a pilot. Some of them already went on live with their customers since October. So what is exactly Agent Force, right? So Agent Force is that we are still, leveraging the Salesforce platform that you already love, right? It's actually already leading customer 360 platform today. And then we equip it with data. So a lot of the challenge with AI initiative today, they have limited access to this data that they find it helpful to find out, to come up with better accurate, model, right? And not only it is structured, but also unstructured. But the challenges are to move the data around. This is why Data Cloud come handy with zero copy capabilities. And not stopping there. So what make agents is that it has the capability to call out actions, right? Actions meaning that you can call, other systems. You can call large language model through prompts. You can integrate with another, applications through flows and Apex or middleware such as MuleSoft, and then deploy it into the channels that your customers want to interact with you, whether it's WhatsApp, Slack, your website, live chat, Apple Business Messages, Line, and so on, all in the trust and security boundary of Salesforce, right? So you still have that security in mind. And what makes Agent Force difference is that the ability for it to be able to learn and reasons, right? So it's like your buddy, right? Where you actually can, teach him or her something, and then he will be able to learn and come up with better response every time you ask him or her a question. So with Agentforce, we leverage Data Cloud to retrieve data securely. And then in the middle of it, there is the brain of Agentforce. We call it Atlas Reasoning Engine. What it has here is that the ability to plan, okay, I get this question, I get this prompt. What's the best plan to come up with the best response? Oh, I need to interact with this data. I need to ground it with this information, evaluate if my response is correct, and refine it over time. And then if I find it good enough, I have enough information, I will call an action like, oh, can I create this record in the CRM? Can I update that dashboard? Can I, call another system to, let's say, process order returns? All of this within the Atlas Reasoning Engine capability to be able to refine, keep learning, and reasons together. And we have done research. The AI research team in Salesforce has done a lot of tests and then proven that Agentforce outperform OpenAI and Azure across cost, time to value, and accuracy. With the capability of this Atlas Reasoning Engine, within 2 weeks, a lot of our customers have already seen the value and be able to come up with better response, accuracy, right? And be able to do this in less cost as well. So the challenge that we usually have is that, oh, we already built our own, model. We do it ourselves or DIY, right? Do it yourself, but it takes much longer to be able to come up with something useful. So that's why we come up with agents, right? The first agent that we released to our customers beginning of October is Agentforce Service Agent. Let me talk you through about what Agentforce Service Agent is. So in the world of service, right? Service is challenging, right? A lot of requests or inquiry complaints coming, and we need something that can automate all of this. And we've come up with bots, right? Bots is good enough if you have queries that are repetitive. They will usually react to these inquiries. We have a dialogue, a scripted process of how to respond to this. But customers expect more, right? We want to come up with dynamic way of responding to this request, become more proactive, and talk to as if we're talking to a human, conversational, right? We don't want to just, left with a confused bots in the middle of our conversation. So that's why we come up with autonomous agents. Agentforce Service Agent exactly address that. Your trusted autonomous service agent is able to respond to your customers across channels, WhatsApp, SMS, Apple Messages, 24 hours a day in conversational language, right? It has the capability to ground to your trusted data, your enterprise data, your CRM data, your ERP, everything, right? Protected by the Einstein trust layer. So you can rest assured that it will quickly deliver the right answers to you and your customers. And it also has the capability with the pre-built action and instructions. You don't have to, define it from scratch. You can take the ground running, right? Where you are able to ship this agent to your production much faster than if you do it yourself. So let's talk about how this Agentforce work in the sample, use case. Like for example, a lot of Gen Zs today, they are okay, with talking to AI agent, actually find it exciting and fun, right? For example, like they're even open to having generative AI agent helping guiding them in shopping. Meanwhile, for the rest of us, we're very digital savvy, right? We like to explore more technology, the advanced technology that we are facing day by day, interacting with companies. What we expect is that for them to respond fast, right, and efficiently. So let's talk about one of them. Alicia, the Gen Z, for example, look for a tailored experience that works in her favor, right? So let's see how she will interact with an Agentforce Service Agent in a demo video. So let's see how the demo looks like.
Hi, let's take a look at Salesforce's newest innovation, Agentforce Service Agent. Here, a customer wants to add more channels to their cable package. So they reach out to their cable and internet provider, Alpine Group on WhatsApp. And they're instantly greeted by an Agentforce service agent. Agentforce Service Agent is a fully autonomous generative AI agent that can handle more customer conversations in your brand's voice, taking action faster with greater understanding and accuracy than bots today, all in a familiar conversational experience for your customer. The service agent reviews the criteria and even offers to create a custom package. When the customer accepts the offer, they're instantly given personalized recommendations based on their responses. But how? Agentforce Service Agent is grounded in the trusted data and knowledge stored in Data Cloud. It follows natural language instructions paired with key actions, enabling it to make decisions and operate with Alpine's set guidelines. So it can seamlessly handle context switches, like when the customer asks about their data usage for mobile streaming. Service is a key growth area, with many companies using customer interactions for account reviews that drive cross-sell and upsell opportunities. Now you can scale this effort and drive more growth with Agentforce Service Agents. Here, it cross-checks the customer's existing equipment and suggests an upgrade. The customer is engaged, but needs to wrap up the conversation because they have to get in their car and start driving. Normally, this would be the end of the conversation, but Agentforce Service Agent seamlessly switches to voice, calling the customer and picking up right where it left off. Let's listen in.
Hi, Julian. This is Alpine about your new router installation. When would be a good time to schedule an appointment?
Hey, could you schedule a technician for this Monday in the afternoon?
Of course. Does Monday at 3:30 p.m. work for you?
That's great. Thank you.
All right, you are all scheduled. Is there anything I can help you with?
Actually, yes. I have a small business and I saw an ad for a small business bundle. Can you tell me about that?
The small business bundle includes high-speed internet, phone services, and tailored TV channels. Would you like me to transfer you to a sales rep for more details right now?
Yes, please.
Transferring you now.
Hi, Julian. I hear that you want to learn more about the small business bundle. Is that right?
As you can see, this conversation is captured in real time, enabling Agentforce Service Agent to instantly provide recommendations and take action. You've just witnessed the transformative power of Agentforce Service Agent. Now, you can effortlessly resolve any issue across every channel and service type with the power of humans with AI agents on the #1 service platform, Service Cloud.
Yep, what a great video that was. It actually tells you how Agentforce is able to understand what it tells you to do through 3 different elements. The first one is about topics. You can introduce, the topics or theme that your agent can understand. Let's say I want to introduce order management as a topic to my agents. And then in this order management topics, these are the instructions. So you always ask for offer, ask for the order ID, ask for the email address, for example, and then it will be able to understand what actions you need to call. Let's say, I need to query the order, status through the order management system, or generate a return label, or answer this question through querying the knowledge management solution that you have today. So all of those is very simple. You define it by natural human language. There's no coding involved in this. All right. Then you can also deploy this agent through channels that all of your customers already love today, right? For example, like when I, interact with you on WhatsApp, is an AI agent intercepting, be able to handle with natural human language, and then be able to call the right action for me rather than having to wait in queue and be transferred to another human service rep. Some of the capabilities is already there with the AI agent right on WhatsApp, for example. That's how lovely and excited we are about the capability of Agentforce Service Agent to be able to come up and respond your customer inquiry faster. Okay, there's one question that I saw in the Q&A is about whether Agentforce is available in Asia, right? So yes, it is. So as you know, if you see this line of channels on this slide, for example, we support Line. Line is, widely accepted and consumed in Japan and Thailand, for example. It is one of the market that Salesforce really want to focus on. WhatsApp is another use case where we here love to use WhatsApp, right? So this is where Salesforce actually invest in adopting and adapting to the region that we are selling it to. And Agentforce is available in Asia today. We are actually already support languages in Asia out of the box, where you can interact with it with your preferred language, and we keep releasing support for another languages that we are looking to support, right? The more capability will be coming every month. So we're quite excited. If you want to export today, at least by the time you actually deploy it for your production, you will already have that language support by then, right? So that's everything about Agentforce Service Agent. I will continuing looking at your Q&A, but for now, let me hand it over to my colleague Vijay to talk to you about the AI factor.
Hey, thank you, Rizky, for showing us the Agentforce. Exciting. Once again, thank you all for joining us today. The power of two insights made easy with Tableau and Salesforce. As my colleague Rizky showed us Salesforce and Agentforce, the next few minutes I will share about Tableau. Tableau helps people transform data into actionable insights. Today, we will show you how to explore data, including Agentforce Service Agent, Salesforce, and all the other kind of data with the help of Tableau Einstein built with Agentforce. So introducing Tableau Einstein built with Agentforce. The future of Tableau is focused on making data easier and more useful for everyone, providing KPI and analytics. We will do this with a new Tableau called Tableau Einstein, built with Agentforce Service Agent. So this is the future of Tableau, and the future starts today. Let's get started. For today's sharing, I'm going to call out the retail industry. Due to time limitation, I'm going to show you the examples around the retail industry. But however, please note that Tableau Einstein supports all kind of industries. As you see on the screen, NTO, what they usually need to run their retail business. Analytics and insights are essential in modern retail business, helping retailers understand, anticipate, and surpass customer expectation. Today, we will show you how the Tableau analytics help retailers along with Service Agent. As we see on the screen, these are four major analytics pillars for retailers. Tableau helps retailers through data-driven decision-making. Retailers can offer personalized experience to their customers, to their suppliers, to their supply chains, improve the operations, and build the long-lasting customer relationship, which drive the sustainable growth in a competitive market such as in Singapore and ASEAN region. Let's dive deeper into these four pillars. I'm calling out the retail industry today as an example. This applies all other industries, including financial services, aviation, pharmaceutical, and other industries. As we see on the screen, marketing team gather customer data from online, social media, and email interactions. These where Tableau help turn these raw data into KPIs and dashboards, such as retailer can use, especially from the marketing team, customer acquisition cost, customer lifetime value, customer retention rate, and then the marketing ROI by using Tableau Einstein analytics tool. Similar approach applies to store operation, customer service, and e-commerce department. Overall, Tableau helps retailer improve all of these departments by providing KPIs and analytics. At Tableau, we've been helping customers for 20 years. Every industry, we have pre-created the templates for you to adopt, including the top KPI, what you see on the screen. These are 3 KPIs frequently used in marketing, store operation, customer service, and e-commerce. So due to time limitation, I want to limit my sharing only for store operations. However, please register for upcoming webinar focus in detail. We will share the registration QR code end of the webinar. Okay, you may be wondered, what are the business benefit? This KPI helps a sales manager to make a better decision, which help increase revenue, profit per customer, reduce the customer acquisition cost. Okay, it is a short time. Meet Jason. So Jason is a sales manager. So Jason will use the Tableau Pulse. What you see on the screen? It helps him make data-driven decision on the go using his mobile phone. Tableau Pulse answers Jason questions such as, how can we increase the sales of our top line products? What strategy can we use to encourage bulk ordering? As you all know, Christmas around the corner. So all the sales manager, especially from the retail industry, they're very much keen on how to convince a customer making a bulk ordering. And then lastly, Jason also want to know how we can maintain the control and retain our existing customers. These are frequently used KPIs. He can look at them in his mobile phone thanks to Tableau Pulse. As we see on the screen before, how Jason using the Tableau KPIs. So this is we call Tableau Pulse. There is a better way of using the power of AI for everyone. As we saw a while ago, Tableau Pulse, we imagine the analytics, making it more personal, contextual, and intelligent. So now I'm going to show you at NTO, the retailer, how the customer service executive going to use the Tableau agent. So Tableau agent is part of Tableau Einstein. Once again, it is a short time. Now we will show you how Kathy from NTO retailer customer service executive can use the Tableau agent. Meet Kathy. She's going to use Tableau agent. AI assistants help her better understand the current workload before she joins the call center shift. Tableau agent makes her workflow more efficient. It helps her leave no stone unturned when it comes to finding the most powerful influential insight that will drive her decision making. Before I show you the demo, she can use this confidentially, knowing that the call center data from standard objects in the Service Cloud is going to stay safe and secure. Let me enable the Tableau agent. I want to ask your attention on the top of the screen. So we're going to click the icon, Einstein icon. Once I click that, the Tableau agent is waking up. So firstly, what I'm going to understand as a Kathy, as a customer service executive, I want to understand what is how many cases at the moment is open with my colleagues or the agent name so that I can better understand what is happening right now in the call center. So let's go ahead and then ask the question. So I want to understand, agent, can you show me total open cases with agent name? Let me go ahead and click the enter button. So now Tableau agent connecting with the standard objects in the Service Cloud, understanding the metadata, showing me the result. There we go. As you can see on the screen, these are all my colleagues right now actively working in the shift. I can see all the blue bar, nicely looking, but I want to see exactly the total cases for each staff right now managing. So I'm going to ask the agent, can you add the label as total cases? Okay, this is super helpful, very easy to ask. As you can see on the screen, my colleague Adolf is the one managing 76 open cases. This is very helpful. Let me go ahead and rename the Tableau visualization as current open cases. But I want to understand why my colleagues are so busy. I'm just wondering what time these cases arrived from customer into the call center. So I'm going to ask that question too. Let me ask, agent, can you show me these cases by hourly breakdown so that I can understand since when these case status are still open? Can you show me open cases by hour? Let me hit the enter key. Let's wait and see what Tableau agent going to show me. Okay, it's helpful. You can see the cases opened by hourly breakdown as 24 hours. But I want to sort this down, so I can click this. Also, this is super helpful if Tableau show me as trend line. I'm going to ask Tableau, okay, thank you all. As we seen the demo, how Tableau agent is helping the customer service executive to run their customer support efficiently in the call center. I can see few queries. Does the Tableau Pulse integrate with mobile devices? Yes, Tableau Pulse is designed with mobile users in mind, offering seamless integration with mobile devices, including Android and iOS from Apple. So Tableau Pulse specifically designed to work in the small real estate where the user can interact with the data on the go. As we saw before, Tableau agent is going to be the AI agent that makes customer service executive and all the other departments from retail industry and all other industry make data-driven decisions with a trusted AI assistants. With that, I want to pass it over to my colleague, Risky.
Thank you, Vijay. That was amazing. I know a lot of companies out there that I've talked to has spent days, even weeks, to be able to answer the queries from their, customer service operation. Like, can you come up with this dashboard, with that report, with that data? With Tableau Einstein, that become as easy as just asking an AI agent, just as if like you are talking to a human. Can you provide me this? Here you go. Can you provide me this? Here you go. Right. So with that, right, the power of two really comes to fruition with Service Agent and Agent for Service Agent and Tableau. How? On the left side, you see that this is a business value of our customer leveraging Service Cloud. And now with the help of Agent for Service Agent, you can get faster and higher accuracy responses from customer doing self-service, right? So at the end of the day, you have better customer satisfaction because customers happier now. They get their, case resolved faster. They get the answer they need faster, and then boost your service team productivity. So now your customer service team only needs to address a very complicated and complex cases, deflect majority of the cases to the AI agent. And on the other side, with Tableau Einstein, you get the overall, performance of your call center, of your customer service division within one single window in Tableau Einstein. And that increase the quality of service itself because with the data that you have access to with the Agent for Service Agent, with the Service Cloud, with other data that you have in the enterprise, you can decide how to improve the call center operations today and identify your top performing agents. So with Agent for Service Agents also rely on the same platform as Salesforce. You can audit the performance of an AI agent, not only your human service rep, but also AI agent. How are they handling cases? How, what's their average handling time? What is their, resolution time, response time? All of this KPI is also being imposed to an AI agent. So then you can audit them, you can trust them, you can make some tweaks on how your AI agent topics instruction is to better improve their performance over time, right? And then you can allocate, your resources to much better value time. So rather than having, hiring or even like outsourcing your customer service operations that is not costing you a little but quite a lot, right? But with the help of AI agent, you're able to, be that, dynamic. You can scale out as if needed during the peak periods, and then you can scale down as you need to because AI agent, the way we operate and also, leverage them is, by consumption model. Right? So we only, get them only if we need it. So all of this is, end-to-end capability. But there's one question I would like to address that do we need the two of the solution? Not necessarily it's true. I mean, like a lot of customers today only leverage Tableau for, analyzing all kind of data, right? Because Tableau is all-purpose analytics solution. And meanwhile, Service Cloud with the capability of Service Agent is also, that solution that's focusing on how you can introduce that self-service, scalability with conversational AI that helps really improve your customer experience. But the data is sitting there in Salesforce platform. It's up to you how you want to analyze it. But with the two solution together, because it's all the same family in Salesforce, right? You can leverage the native integration between the two. We always focus on leveraging each other capability, right? Tableau Einstein, when it's available, will always be introducing the templates of how you can come up with dashboards of your Service Cloud data and Agent for Service Agent data. And the other side as well, we also going to always be providing access to this data that we have in the platform with Tableau Einstein first. That's also equipped with AI agent, right? So it's just harmony between the two, service agent and Tableau, to be able to work together, right? So yes, I think that's highly what we want to share today. So I mean, like Salesforce with Agent for Service Agent and also an agent in Tableau Einstein is, I think, is quite exciting capabilities. A lot of assisting and past pain points that we have with our customers can be addressed with the two of this solution together. And we're quite excited for you to, to see it, to adopt it, also share your experience with it. If you have any feedbacks, if you have any question, let us know. So in fact, do we have questions that we need to address? Let me pause a little bit here. Yeah, we addressed that question about the need for the two. Any other questions? Okay, there's one new question coming in. Okay, Abby asks, have to share if there is available on-demand training for Tableau Einstein. Oh yeah, I think this one Vijay already addressed in the beginning, that this will be shared as well. We have upcoming webinars. Vijay, one question to you. Tableau Pulse, is it available for on-premise as well? Would you like to address that, Vijay?
Yeah, thank you, Rizky. Tableau Pulse is powered by Agentforce, so it needs the internet. So the Tableau Pulse only available in the cloud. Thank you, Rizky.
Yep. Next question. Agentforce is AI agent that help to address queries only. Can it help to place order in SAP? Yes, that's a really good question, Charmaine. Yes, with the capability of Agentforce, service agent is also able to call an action, right? An action today is available in the format of flow. I don't know whether you're aware of Salesforce Flow. Salesforce Flow is that business process, that we implement in Salesforce right on the platform itself. It has the capability to call an API, but we also can call API made available by your middleware solution such as MuleSoft, and then integrate with another system such as SAP. So yes, in short, yes, we can call SAP to make order, place order, or make order return, or process refund, for example. But of course, we want to make sure that AI agent has the right instruction, the right topics, the right guardrail to be able to call to this action. That's the beauty of having reasoning engine, right? So you are able to understand how come the AI agent call that order placement API on SAP, because of the reasoning engine will be able to tell you, and then you can test it. Do I need to introduce new guardrail? Do I need to revise my instructions? All of this, all with human natural language. Hope that answer your questions. Another one, I think, from Shireen, can Tableau Pulse do predictive modeling and prescriptive analytics as well? I think this one, Vijay, would you like to address this one? Predictive modeling and prescriptive analytics.
That's really a good question. Right now, in the current version, we don't have that feature, but however, we have in the roadmap, which will take care of the predictive and the prescriptive modeling analytics. Thanks for the question.
Okay, so Charlene has a question. Is there native connectivity between Service Cloud and Tableau on-prem? Or do we need to purchase anything additional? From my understanding, there is already a connectors basically between Service Cloud and Tableau on-prem. It's just that you need to get access to the Salesforce org, right? Or we call it instance, or any way you call it. So as long as you have the access to Salesforce org, the data is also made available for you as a user, because Salesforce has security and privacy regulation that we set up in the org. Let's say, for example, if I'm a system admin, I can see all the data in Salesforce. But if I'm just a sales user, only see sales data. If I'm customer service rep, only see data or cases, that I can see, right? This is actually already there. But yeah, I think it's just definitely about, how are you setting up the access, the security to that user to be able to access the data in Salesforce, and Tableau already have that connector. Okay. I think that's mainly the questions that we have today. Yeah, basically, I think meanwhile we're waiting if any other questions coming. So I think the beauty of this is that, with everything in one platform, right? Tableau and Service Cloud and Service Agent, is that you have that access to the data and then be able to analyze it to your, requirements. A lot of this also been pre-built by our, Tableau Einstein coming up. We're releasing how you can analyze, your service agent is performing. All of this is becoming a template, so you don't have to build it from scratch. Actually, another question: with data often siloed across system, how does Tableau Einstein ensure that insights are consistent and trustworthy across different teams or applications? Yes, so this is the value of, I think we are not covering it today, but I did touch a little bit on it in the beginning. We have this solution called Data Cloud. Actually, Agentforce Service Agent has a prerequisite to have Data Cloud. It's come with the Agentforce Service Agent itself. When you set up a new Agentforce Service Agent, you need to turn on Data Cloud. So Data Cloud is that metadata layer. So all the data that actually is surfaced into Tableau, Einstein, and then what we also use as a reasoning engine is can leverage Data Cloud. So as long as you actually leverage the Data Cloud, the metadata is actually stored there as well. Then you can, explain how, the AI is able to come up with the response and how this insights is popping up in your dashboard in Tableau, right? Is because of this metadata layer. So the unified metadata layer is coming on Data Cloud, so that you can have that trustworthy across different teams, different applications, that having these insights, this analytics, even the Agentforce response, right, is actually depending on the metadata layer itself. So we have that to support, how we can trust the response and analytics of Agentforce and Tableau. I think question to Vijay: how can Tableau be used to boost the loan portfolio of a bank? Yeah, this one is different industry that we prepared.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for the question. As myself and Risky shown you before, at Tableau, we've been helping customer over 20 years. So we created a pre-created templates for customer like you. How can I have analytics for my loan, portfolio analytics, wealth management? So my recommendation is, please go ahead and to Google. You can look for Tableau Accelerator for portfolio performance for wealth managers. I can drop you the link in the Q&A window. There you have 3 examples where you can get started with portfolio loan management. Thank you.
Yep. Another question from Samruang. Can Agentforce support Thai language? I think the question is. So any of the agent, right? I mean, it's leveraging the same capability, Tableau Einstein agent and the Service Cloud Service Agent. Actually leverage the same trust layer, right? The trust layer is the one where you need to make sure how we can support a language, let's say Thai language, for example, right? So Thai language, you're lucky actually. One of the lucky languages being selected is actually coming up in the next year roadmap. I think I cannot commit on the timeline because, as roadmap is, but I think you can expect it in the first half that we're starting to support Thai. Today we already support Japanese, English, of course. But yeah, I think this is where I've been saying in the beginning that we are fast in supporting languages in the region. I think as per my experience, we already tested Agentforce to work in Mandarin, to work in Bahasa Indonesia, Malay, but we cannot say that we fully supported that language because there is the element of trust, right? This is where Salesforce has that differentiator compared to AI agent out there. We have the trust layer because we don't want to support languages, but it still come up with harsh language. It still come up with bias. It still come up with toxicity, for example. This is where we only say that we are supporting new languages because we do that trust layer correctly. So that's why I think it's exciting for Thai to be able to come up with one of the language supported next year. But I think, as I mentioned in the beginning, you can start as soon as possible. You can explore the capability. You can at least have the agent interact with your data this year and test it first, and then by the time you actually go live in production, that language will already be supported. So yeah, I think this is the time for you to get your hands dirty with Agentforce and Tableau Instant. We have 10 minutes, but last question, I think, how do you find this Agentforce will help with in FIs? I think this is a financial industry, products and services like banking, for example. I think, okay, this is an Agentforce question, right? So a lot of the use case in financial services. So financial industries has always been a focus industry in Salesforce. So we have our specific industry Salesforce capability. We call it Financial Service Cloud, right? So there are a lot of applications or agents that's been in the cook right now. Some of them has already went on going in with on pilot with Agentforce. Like I think I'm not the expert in financial industry. I think we have specific team and can speak to you in the financial industry use cases for Agentforce. But from the top of my mind, I think all of this is relevant, right? So actually, we do have a link on on Salesforce website. You can search AI library Salesforce. You can find out specific use cases for each industry in Agentforce. Okay, so I think we are okay with terms of questions. We're also on the top of the hour. I think next slide is just that we want to, take you on how, what other contents you'll be interested in Agentforce. For example, like you want to come up with, what else the Agentforce can do for my industry, for example, what other webinars I can join. And then the AI Revolution ebook, I think, is another resource that you can take advantage of, where you want to learn, how to adopt AI in your company in the right steps and right approach. And then if you want to test Tableau or Einstein, you can, get a Tableau test drive, get your hands dirty with what Tableau is. If you've never used Tableau before, then naturally when Tableau Einstein is made available, you'll be, familiar with it already, right? So I think that's the next step that we would love to. So quite happy to have a very interactive session today. I think I just want to thank you, everyone. If you have a further questions, I think we can always get in touch. I think you'll have access to our marketing team. If you have any inquiry, they will be able to route you to the right resource. Like for myself, I'm not a financial service expert, but we love to connect you with the right colleagues, right? I think with that, thank you so much for joining. I'll see you in the next available webinars. Happy to be in the session. Thank you, everyone.